delighted now to be talking about juvenile justice with Chief Ron Davis. Chief, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yes.
Now we talk about juvenile justice, juvenile incarceration. How big a problem is it in the US today?
I think it's a large problem and it's growing. We have a generation of juveniles that are exposed to the criminal justice system, and in many cases that exposure is actually put them at greater risk. And if we don't start changing the way we respond to juveniles and intervention, we're going to have an even worse problem.
So are we talking gang violence? Are we talking, what sort of issues are we dealing with?
I mean, many communities, my community, we're dealing with gang violence, but a lot of communities we're dealing with just crime. And in some cases, we're even dealing with issues of education. Once we incarcerate youth, we start, in effect, affecting their education as well.
Now you talk about incarcerating youth. That's the answer at the moment, isn't it? We put them in prison.
Unfortunately, too often we treat juveniles as adults. And I think we incarcerate too many adults as well, but with juveniles, we should find other solutions. But for many people, that is the solution. They commit a crime, go to jail, and we really need to look at alternatives.
What are some of the alternatives?
Well, for example, in my jurisdiction, in East Palo Alto, we do a youth court where the juveniles are brought in front of a group of their peers. They accept responsibility for the act that they committed, and then they try to make the community whole. They try to restore the community for that violation and receive counseling and training. And this is before they're entered into the criminal justice system, so it's a way to stay out of it.
You talk about community and engagement with the community. How do we turn that around? How do we actually engage these young people?
One, I think we value them. If the youth are truly our future, then we should not be afraid of them. We have to invest in them. And we treat them as stakeholders, a constituency that has a voice, a group that has feelings, that can criticize, that can applaud. We treat them as any other stakeholder in our community.
Chief, thank you very much indeed for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.